As a pole dancer at a nightclub, this was her first time going out to serve clients. As soon as she reached the door, she couldn't help smiling. The house was enormous, 3 floors high. Annie excitedly pressed the doorbell. The rich young man who had been waiting inside quickly opened the door. Once inside, Annie's worldview was shattered again. Just the ground floor alone was almost as big as the nightclub where she worked. So this is how the wealthy live? With every breath, Annie could smell money in the air. Ivan, already accustomed to all this, brought her a bottle of imported sparkling water. This is already the cheapest thing in the house. Then he quickly ran upstairs to the second floor. In the bedroom, Annie looked out at the scenery. She knew clearly in her heart that this was the life she wanted. Of course, dreams aside, she couldn't forget to earn money. After opening the door, Annie couldn't help asking Ivan, "Why are you so wealthy at such a young age?" Annie took out her phone and started searching. The search results shocked her. Ivan's father was actually Russia's richest man. For Annie and her sisters, such top-tier clients were well understood. As long as you played your cards right, you had an 80% chance of making it big. Annie chose the most wrong path. The higher the beginning, the more devastating the end. This time, Annie proactively unlocked new dance moves. Little did she know, Ivan was still a speed shooter. After finishing, he just sat aside playing video games. Annie on the side was still thinking, making money is way too easy. A few days later, on New Year's Eve, Annie received an invitation. She was to bring her sister to Ivan's house for a New Year's party. As soon as they entered, her sister was stunned. She had never seen such a large house, and it wasn't just one floor. For Ivan, this was nothing special. For Annie and her companion, though, this was the intoxicating luxury they had dreamed of. After a night of revelry, Annie didn't wake up until the afternoon. Getting dressed, Annie said she needed to go back to work. Ivan immediately became unwilling upon hearing this. He wanted Annie to stay and keep him company for a whole week. For Annie, keeping anyone company was the same. Her time had to be bought with money. With Ivan's massive order, Annie went back and told the nightclub owner, "I need to take 7 days off." Whether the boss agreed or not, she didn't care at all. Working at the nightclub for a month wouldn't even earn $15,000. After notifying the boss, Annie returned to her rental apartment and immediately packed her things. Then she began enjoying an emperor-like lifestyle. A butler drove her when going out. Professional masseuses relieved her fatigue when she came home. More than one person came to clean the house every day. The cars in the garage were beyond description. Almost every day, Annie's worldview was being refreshed. The longer she spent with Ivan, the more she discovered. His daily task was simply to have fun. The friends around him were all like Annie. Their main job was companionship. Someone casually mentioned, "Let's go check out the casino city." Ivan said nothing and immediately chartered a plane, heading straight to Las Vegas. At the casino, Ivan brought his fire crew buddies. They moved directly into the reserved presidential suite. This group of people were either playing or on their way to play. There was no such thing as restraint. As long as their bodies could handle it, they would party hard. When they really couldn't take it anymore, therapists would provide high-tech